All right, hey, it's Paul from Tiny Cash Buyers. I'm here in Savannah, Georgia. Beautiful summer evening. Bands playing up the hill, guy playing the saxophone down there. Very nice city. Great city for Chinese tourists. Picture this scene. A young couple, young man, young woman, and a young baby are sitting at your local airport. The man is trying to look confident, he's trying to look sure of himself, but he is totally full of fear. He doesn't know what he's doing. The wife is sitting next to him, and she's thinking, we're leaving China. Where's my kid going to go to school? How is he going to succeed in this new country? The man is thinking, is this safe? He's a scout for his whole family. So not just for his wife and for his child and for their future, but also for his parents and her parents and some of his friends. And they're sitting there in the airport. They don't know where they want to live. They don't know what school they want to go to. And they're trying to look confident. The Chinese man is always trying to be, you've heard of the concept of face. So he's trying to look like he knows what he's doing. He's like, okay, let's go here. And they're taking that taxi from the airport. They have no idea what they're doing. This is a scene that's happening in airports all across the world. Young, wealthy Chinese are moving overseas, and they have no idea where they're going. They don't know what it's like there. They don't know if it's safe there. They're not sure which school is best. They're looking to buy a house, but they don't want to lose money. They want to make money. This is the scene. They left all their family and friends, so they're in a totally foreign country. They don't know anybody there, or very few people, maybe in another city of the country. They might know somebody in, 1,000 miles away, but they don't know anybody. There's nobody there to help them. And picture that you are an agent who understands what they want. You understand what they're looking for, basically. You have a good idea. You're not perfect, but you have a good idea of what they're looking for. And you have a good idea of how to help them. What advantage would you have if you were that person instead is if you couldn't see this scene at all? This is happening right now all over the world, and it's going to happen more and more. So what you can do is just today overcome your fear of dealing with Chinese clients. Chinese clients can be a little overwhelming in the beginning because you don't know where to start. You think, well, I don't speak Chinese, I don't understand China, I've never been to China. How do I get started? What do I do? And a lot of it is just simply overcoming resistance and realizing that the buyers that you're going to deal with, they're just regular people. They're not this Chinese government, they're not this Chinese military, they're not a large group. They're just single people just like you. When you move in a new city, you don't know what you're doing. You're trying to figure things out as quickly as possible. For them, it's the exact same thing, except times 10, because they're in a new culture with a new language. Everything is new. The legal system is completely, they don't understand anything about it. They don't understand anything about the schools, the laws, how things work, getting approvals for the house. They need somebody who has empathy and who is a professional and understands their area. So overcome your fear. When you read Chinese news and news about China, you tend to hear about negative things, like you hear about hacking, you hear about theft, you hear about plastic products, you hear about a poisoning scandal, right? As an agent, you're not dealing with this. You're not dealing with an international group. You're just dealing with a single family. They're looking to immigrate just like yourself. And what they want, what they really need and what they want is somebody who understands them, empathizes with them, and can help them succeed. So overcome your fear of dealing with Chinese buyers because they're just people just like yourself. So just like most of our relatives immigrated to the US at some point and they didn't know what they're doing. But here, these are wealthy people. They're coming over and you can help them, and they're coming over today. In the next few years, we're going to see another $1.4 trillion in investment, and you don't have to be perfect. Overcome your fear. You can do it. I'm here in Savannah, Georgia. A lot of people think you couldn't sell a house in Savannah, Georgia, but Chinese are buying here too. So overcome your fear and do one simple thing today. I would say one thing online and one thing offline. Online, I want you to do one thing. I want you to install the Google Chrome browser. Install the Google Chrome browser and install the Google Translate add-on. Okay? With the add-on, you will now be able to read Chinese blogs and understand what they're thinking, what's going on in your area from a Chinese perspective. So that's the one thing you can do online. Very simple. Install Chrome, install the Google Translate add-on, and start to look around at Chinese sites. Search Chinese business groups, search Chinese Center, Chinese living in my area, Chinese living in Savannah, Georgia, and then start to read and use your translate option where you can read in English exactly what's going on right now in the community and what people are thinking. I think you'll be amazed at what's happening. You'll be able to read what people are doing, what groups are there, who's helping them, what problems they have. Often you'll see boards where you can read people complaining or talking about things, and you'll say, well, I can do that. I understand that. That's simple for me, right? It is. It's a very simple thing. The other thing you can do is in person, when you see a group of Chinese tourists, is just simply approach them. Just simply approach them. Don't be afraid. Walk in and just say hi. Say, hey, how are you guys doing? How was your trip? A lot of Chinese, when you see them on the street, nobody talks to them. They just by themselves, right? Nobody talks to Chinese tourists. They don't know what to say and they're kind of closed, you know. Just walk in and say hi. You'll be amazed what happens when you start networking physically with Chinese people, because it's a very rewarding experience in many ways. So there's two things you can do. Overcome your fear, look at what they're doing online, and approach people when you see them. Just opportunistically when you see people. Thank you very much for watching. This is Paul from China Cash Buyers. Go to ChinaCashBuyers.com to get our free mini course to start to understand how you, as a regular person, as a regular broker, can help wealthy Chinese families. You have the skills. You have what you need. You have everything you need. You just have to know how to position it, how to target it towards the right direction. So go to ChinaCashBuyers.com, put in your email, get the free mini course, and if you're serious and you really do want to build a clientele and you're a successful broker, I highly recommend you get into our members area and study more deeply about how you can completely transform your business by selling to these new buyers and have a good time too. So signing off from Savannah, Georgia, thank you very much for watching.